beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Allen, the man in motion right. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 31, Herbert. The left side is hauled in by Palmer. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. The Chargers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
They snap it to Herbert. Open man for him. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play. And the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's the gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley. And another 1st and 10 here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Barkley, inside handoff. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 13-yard line.
In motion left comes Williams. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Barkley. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now they send a man in motion right. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Now they send the tight end in motion left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
On gain of 3 yards. That's another Chargers first down.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
His first carry. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 2nd and 11. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Here's Hines, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. They're in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. A handoff to Barkley. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
Now it's Herbert.
Open man is Palmer.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
A handoff, Barkley running left. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
46-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll buy some time, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end, Parham. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
21 yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a give to Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. On 4th down, Herbert.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To the air again, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
They run again with Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Hines.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Hines. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They run with Hines. And he's got room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You get the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take a big hit before he lofts the screen off to the back. Why didn't he catch it? That's all he needed to do for them to be successful.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. 63 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On third down, it's Hines. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Williams, a man in motion right. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Herbert now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 11 now. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Panthers will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. You're able to do so here. They've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
And they'll send Williams in motion right. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Open man for him. He's got him. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert going to throw.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Herbert.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing. Herbert.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to get it back to a 1-score game.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And the Panthers are going to recover here. And that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Slot man moves right. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was a defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
So for the Panthers, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1.